suburban hood. Thanks, rodents.
What's up, y'all? What kind of hat should we do for today? He was a skater boy, you weren't saying see you later boy, or... Ah, there we go, now we're styling. What is up, y'all? Welcome to The Shuffle with Kimberly Epphones, where we rock card games. Today I'm going to be coming at you live with the 5th Shuffle. We're going to rock the NWO Deluxe deck by Steve Jackson Games. It's been a cool series to get the second channel going. It's just something I do for fun on the side of my main thing. I don't take it too seriously, but just in case anybody needs a reminder, these games are strictly for entertainment purposes. Should you feel the need to reach out to somebody for your cognitive well-being, I sincerely want everybody to be okay. And this episode of The Shuffle is not meant to irritate people's emotional health issues or mental health imbalances or anything like that. We're just having fun, but please look up the definition of what a conspiracy is on Wikipedia so that you can gain insight to understand why card games like the NWO Deluxe Edition exist. I sort of made my own thing with The Shuffle. I'm going to explain how we play. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back to support the channel. Greatly appreciated. How I play this game is I draw 3 different cards from 4 different categories. The categories that I've broken them down to are power cards, tactical cards, judgment cards, and defense cards. I just want to say before I begin the shuffle, you ladies look nice today. You do. There's a lot of hot girls on this platform. What are you wearing today, sexy? Is that some sort of gothic lace? Looks good on you. Don't stalk me, and I'll hit you up, sexy, but also tell your brother I would hate to see his dark liquor sales go down because nothing would make me happier than to teach my viewers or listeners how to not rely on dependency issues so that I could take away business from guys like the see you later boy skater boy who's not so hot, not so fancy, and he looks like a whimpering, wounded little bitch. But hey, babe, you look good in that gothic lace. Hit me up. If you're not a stalker. Now I can draw cards from the shuffle so that your feathers shall not ruffle. Let's get down, Charlie Brown. The first card is from the power category. We're going power card 1. Never surrender. Okay, playing this card is a free move. It may be done at any time, even while its target group is being attacked. The target group may belong to any player, or may be one that has just been played from a rival's hand. The resistance for one fanatic group is increased by 12. Link this card to your chosen fanatic group. Okay, this is an interesting power card to open with. The thing about me is I don't go out of my way to focus on people who I do not like, or people who I am already aware of that don't like me. They just need to keep a whole smear campaign going as well as do the most for them to have any sort of relevancy to potentially gain a level up off of not having a talent or skill. But when the daily smear campaign comes up and it doesn't destroy us, they're actually making us stronger. I just want to focus on the specific words in this power card. Never surrender. That, I guess you could say, is somewhat symbolic because when I used to listen to people who would actually participate in daily smear campaigns against me, one time I specifically heard somebody say, "You need to surrender." Yeah, but the thing is, the way I'm looking at it is I haven't done anything wrong. You can't surrender to not doing something wrong, but when people go out of their way to cause problems, they need to do the most to create one in the first place, being that toxic, curious little monkey that they are. Right, Curious George? Yeah, that's right. Say hello to your sister for me, skater boy. She looks sexy in lace. You don't got nothing on me because I'm innocent of whatever is currently being said or the lie being pitched, but it's like the harder you go with that trendy little flying monkey campaign, the more you can convince me to surrender to the lie, right? Wrong, actually. because that way it's extra convenient for the abuser and their entire group to accept this scapegoat mindset that rewards them as I throw my life away so that they can all just get shit while I go down. And that's tempting. But regarding this card, though, I guess the way I'm going to use it for a power play is to simply just return whatever energy is being pitched and discussed behind my back so that the liar or group of cowards can create unnecessary burdens for me. I mean, it was tempting to accept that offer, but I have other plans. So, whoever that group of people are, I guess we claim this plus 12 resistance on the first power play, not only potentially being able to convert people with their own group to a less hateful place and at least raise their frequency. If we make it out to be a holy war, which I don't believe it is, since I don't look at everybody as being the same no matter what they believe, unless they do me dirty. I suppose you could do the most to try and force a holy war down our throats. I would not only claim the plus 12 resistance to the followers of that group who feel uneasy scapegoating a person who's done nothing wrong to them. I'm going to claim additional power from any other groups who rock with the same God I rock with or have similar spiritual beliefs. That way, when I claim this never surrender power card with the plus 12 resistance, I'm going to give you double for your trouble as I potentially convert one of your own people to play them against you, as well as welcome and encourage others who rock the same belief system with me to rip a solo. Full sends for the trends, broski. No skater boy, but I'll be seeing you later, boy. No, I won't. And get your dark liquor, because if you're a codependent person, you're going to need substance abuse to rely on that. You're rocking them string bands. Power card 2, Celebrity Spokesman. Play this card at any time except during an attack. Link any personality you control to any organization. This is not secret or government and has no opposed alignments. The power of the personality is increased to 4. The bonus is lost if either card is captured or destroyed. Okay, my Stay Puft bros. So we already know I'm not for everyone, but what about people who actually are for me? I'm just curious. Can we manifest a celebrity spokesman to rock on my team and support or defend me? I'm not trying to control anybody, so I suppose whoever I'm manifesting would not have a secret handshake or government ties. Or even if they did at one point, they don't anymore. See, when you rock with me and you defend me, you gain plus 4 to power. However, you see that may potentially benefit the both of us. I'm not trying to control anybody. Hey, whatever comes out. By the way, Stay Puft bro, I just gotta say, Aunt Jemima, as well as the son of Ned Flanders behind the camera, are both thankful for your star power, as well as me, since in this case, you're coming to my defense and rocking out with me. My spokesman's gonna rip a solo with me or something. Or maybe I'll just jump on drums in case he or she's a better player than me. What do you think about that? If they don't have any musical talent, that's okay, though. I just value the time, energy, and respect. Let's move on to Power Card 3, baby. Power Card 3 is Ronald Reagan. His Teflon coating completely immunizes him from any attack by or aided by the media. And if he attacks or helps in an attack, no media group may join on the other side when he becomes involved. All right, this is powerful right here, ladies and gents. I'm going to draw the Ronald Reagan power card and channel my inner Reagan here. I want that Teflon coating as well as to be completely immune from any attacks by or aided by the media, because the thing about people who do nothing to hurt or bother others is that you can't just attack them for no reason. But if you attack somebody 40 times or more, in the form of like a humiliation ritual style content creation piece, since I'm channeling my inner Reagan on this third power card, I'll tell you what. If anyone wants to sort of carefully orchestrate a chaotic propaganda piece or humiliation bully ritual towards a specific group, I will sit back and observe and maybe assist you in the attack by doing like some sort of a music short or a movie reaction short or something for my main channel. I'm always coming up with exciting different ways to clap back. Also, I'll have to play my cards carefully because regarding that, if I'm going to help somebody and come to their aid regarding a humiliation ritual, they not only better deserve that form of judgment, but I feel like it should somehow help me if I'm helping someone else, right? If I'm jumping on board your trend, it should benefit me in some sort of way. If the algorithm wants to help me out and guide me and connect those dots to whatever humiliation ritual I can participate in regarding that group, I'm sure my fans in the Silicon Valley crew can help me make that algorithmic connection towards the content that's popping up on the screen whenever I choose to click on YouTube or sign on to YouTube. And remember, once I help out in a humiliation ritual, it's going to benefit whoever I'm assisting because, according to this card, once Reagan becomes involved, nobody can do shit about it. It's got to be a win at all cost situation for me, though, because I consider myself to be naturally winning just due to my dedication, creativity, and skill. It just helps when not everybody is against you, and I never, ever object to having loyal friendships. Let's move on to the tactical cards, if my power draws were not already tactical enough, which I feel like they weren't. They were just kind of drawing the power before the solo grid. Let me know if you sold any shirts recently, by the way. If not, I'm sure you have a loving mother who will give you a hug. Mine wouldn't hug me, but it's not the end of the world. Give your sister my best. Looking good in that sexy gothic lace. Now we're going to move on to tactical card 1, the Church of Elvis. He isn't dead. I saw him last week at the gas station. Praise Elvis. Power of this group becomes 4 if Elvis is in play, or 8 if you control him. Okay, this is a really interesting tactical card. First of all, I'm sure some of you guys already know I'm a musician and I really work hard at it. Not everybody likes me or wants to see me do well, but some people do. Praise Elvis, y'all. It's good to be the king. Well, since this is a tactical card that I'm drawing, I already distanced myself from church because I like the idea of religion helping people. It's just never helped me. So I'm spiritual, not religious. However, this card I'm going to push for that +8 to control the card entirely. I'm just going to do that. What does it mean in a tactical play? It means I'm controlling the idea of rock and roll is not dead, and since I'm not dead too, praise the king, praise Elvis. I encourage anybody else who does something similar to what I do, pull an okie dokie against people who abuse talented people in the entertainment business. I didn't sign any contracts myself since I'm indie, so nobody has an excuse to bother me, but I'm just saying, since we're playing the NWO Deluxe deck, I might as well rock that tactical card in full force, right? Because I kept hearing over and over and over again that somebody felt like I deserved some sort of karma, and it just became the sound of a broken record. People said a whole bunch of shit about me that didn't even relate to things I believe in or have ever even done personally, but they just felt inside of their heads that my karma was to answer for their negative outlooks regarding me, even if it was built on lies or deceptions. Well, how I perceive energy to be is that karma is not just a person personally disliking somebody and choosing to make up stories about them to convince others to attack them. That's a self-serving agenda, and it sounds like it would benefit a criminal or deception artist. See, when I started thinking more about what karma actually is and the energies of the universe, I came up with this idea of, if somebody or a specific group keeps talking shit about you nonstop, you can give them a return to sender. Then I actually found out later that it's an Elvis song, but I've never listened to Elvis before, and I was totally unaware that he had a song called Return to Sender. It just came out one day. As I rock the tactical Church of Elvis, I don't do it to specifically partake in a religious belief system, or even a church itself. I pull the tactical card for every other musician out there, or anybody involved in entertainment who has been taken advantage of and scapegoated by attachment rodents. It's not just about me. To rock with me, though, is to wage war on our musical instruments. Play a solo that disrupts the space-time continuum. We just ripped one that caused an earthquake, and that's how return to senders work. Also known sometimes as lyrical cooks or audible takedowns, depending on what you're saying or doing in the lyrics. By the way, there's an older couple that I heard didn't take care of their pet properly, and now nobody sees them walking their dog anymore around the neighborhood. You people actually really disgust me, and I do call judgment. Whoever needs to hear it, maybe the universe is listening, maybe somebody in their community. I call judgment on that couple who doesn't have their dog anymore because they're disgusting people and they make me sick. I know you can't paint houses when you're pregnant and sip dark liquor forever, but let me know how you rock. Tactical card 2 up against the wall. Destroy government groups or destroy violent groups, in any of the combinations. I'm not going to read them all, it just gives the choice of the more you try to destroy government groups, the less control you have over violent groups. We don't want that because I wouldn't imagine like government groups as typically violent groups. They are there to run countries, right? And since you can't have it both ways, the more you try to control the government groups, the less control you have over violent groups. Violence is not a productive way to solve any problem in conflict or to make the world a better place. And different government action can produce different results. Even the last time we played the shuffle on this NWO Deluxe deck, I believe the political card I drew was a liberal one. This time the power card I drew on my third draw was Reagan. And Reagan is a conservative card, not a liberal card. When it comes to going tactical, though, I don't see choosing specific sides in government is going to get rid of violent groups, or at least keep them under control. It's actually not my problem until it is my problem. I'm not going to attempt to destroy government groups. Whether the shuffle was conservative or liberal, they both have the same job, right? They're supposed to protect people. So I'm going to choose this choice. The first option is to destroy 2 government and control 6 violence. The destroy 2 government only pertains to those who have that nothing to see here, Mr. Garrison type of attitude, I guess, because they knowingly work with and participate with corruption. Also, sometimes violent people. So, the destroy 2 regarding the government part is just a situation of having a large government, noticing those 2 officials who are out of place, and now you need to either sit them down or just let them go. It's a double for your trouble situation since now you have to deal with the crime as well. But hey, you destroyed the 2 corrupt ones, which were contributors to creating crime in the country, so that's a great start. What does the control 6 violent mean in this tactical selection? I don't know. It doesn't mean it's my job to do it, but since I drew it on a tactical draw, I'm a peaceful person who is not wanting violence and prefers to abide by the law, which I always do. So I'll blow them all an energetic kiss that transcends their hearts and souls on a universal scale, choosing to finesse them with my charm and aura, rather than personally waging war on them. Hey, I'm not an official. It's not my job to wage war on violent groups, nor is it my job to even discuss it. And that's where the tactical draw ends. Big kisses. Good luck. It's not my problem, and I'm not going to attach myself to it, but let's do the third tactical draw now. Tactical card 3, media connections. The group of your choice becomes a media group, if it was not already one, with global power equal to its regular power. Link this card to the group. This requires action for media groups with a total power of 6 or more. It may be played at any time. Well, we're playing it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Tactical card 3, let's do this. So the card says the group of my choice becomes a media group. Well, for me, that would obviously be people who believe in balancing justice, fairness, and equal rights, and they don't gotta even have the same spiritual beliefs that I have. They just need to know the difference between right and wrong, as well as have self-control and understand that you don't scapegoat innocent people who have just been lied on and get away with it. What else do I want to manifest from this group? If we're going to make like-minded people an entire media group, they should care about creativity, skill, and peaceful resolutions as opposed to aggressive tactics. The tactical play itself is that a media group with a power of 6 is going to make my people a full on media group who also believes in things such as equal rights and justice. Because not everybody does. Some people go as far as to hallucinate with drugs and then they claim like the justice of their people is to bother somebody who's never even cared to look at them or focus on them, but they're just under the influence of drugs or something. Obviously, those fellows ain't going to make the cut for this new media group I'm manifesting, but I'm ready to draw this third tactical draw as a form of a new media group to create like minded people who believe in making the world a better place. And if you ask nicely, maybe I'll even agree to collaborate with you. Assuming you ain't weird and crazy like the loonies who create problems out of thin air. Let's move on now to judgment cards. I feel like the third tactical shuffle kind of already was a judgment card without actually trying. It's only meant to manifest a new media group to keep things in check when other groups step out of line or abuse their power. So that in itself could be like judgment against media groups who can relate to that. Anyways, let's move on to judgment cards now. Judgment card 1, forgery. You've been deceived by a clever duplicate, but we have the real thing. This card lets you make an automatic takeover of a resource card from your hand, duplicating any unique resources in play. Your resource is the real one. The owner of the other one must discard it. Well, damn, y'all, this is a heavy judgment card with that forgery draw. First of all, I'm going to claim that anybody who ever made money off of anything pertaining to me is going to lose it all. That's just the energy I'm going to claim, but it won't be like in the way that you think. They can't waste more money on the money that they already spent and send additional attacks because according to this judgment card, I already own the resources they manifested from using me to manifest, so I'm going to claim it, baby. I'm going to claim it. Somebody alert the town crier. Somebody alert the town crier that crack baby love child, born from a one-night stand regarding a prostitute getting together with an arms dealer, not only do they lack the intelligence to write a proper book with any ounce of creativity at all. The way I see it, everything they have already written belongs to me, so it's more or less just taking back my stolen energy from that crack baby author who could never be me. That fake-ass Christian bitch boy owes me money, and I call judgment on Revenge of the Nerds. I manifest financial blessings while taking back my stolen energy and asking the universe what sort of judgment is coming the way of this thief who wrote a book and said I was a fool for their actions. It's not actually the first time I've heard of that happening, so whoever else did that, make this judgment a double for your trouble situation and make sure that you latch on to that energy. More financial success for me since, the way I see it, you both owe me or whoever else has done it, but let's just draw a rune to see what comes out of the bag, okay? Let's see what judgment the energies of the universe have for energy stealers who lack creativity but expect a profit from discussing other people's ideas in the form of being an unintelligent lurker. I have no idea what rune is going to come out. Hopefully, at least if Revenge of the Nerds is addicted to crack from his prostitute mother, that he might meet a woman less cynical who is also a thief like he is, and they can both pay me at the same time. But let's draw the rune, y'all. It's fun. Let's draw it. Here it comes. We're going to do it. These both came out. These both came out. I will put the meaning on the screen and you guys can decipher the overall energy and message being conveyed here. I don't know what it means. I don't have these memorized, so I actually have to look it up, but I'm going to write it down. And then we can decipher the meaning of the energy and judgment being passed on to those who do what I said there. Do you all want like a see you later boy, skater boy mix or something? Maybe I can put my hat on backwards. It'll be like a whole thing. Put my adorable face up to the camera and just speak like 10 motivational words, and then the camera can zoom in on me and I look like a cute little bitch who's definitely not been drinking dark liquor. And by the way, tell your sexy sister she looks good in that gothic lace. I know I'm going to have my way with her later. See you later, pussy. Judgment card 2, Silicon Valley. Gives +4 to any attempt to control a computer group. On your turn, you can use Silicon Valley's action to draw an extra plot card. Okay, so this is an interesting judgment card. Technology is a beautiful thing, and I'm thankful to be here. I don't see being here as an issue for me. I always see it as an opportunity. The issue itself, as I call this judgment card, is that a clever magician is pulling the okie dokie, ensuring that we can stay small and putting limitations on everything we do. But what's their problem? That's my judgment. What's their problem? We're showing up here to collaborate. We want to work with you. We want to maybe become a partner potentially, but there's still a problem in the Silicon Valley area, right? Somebody's doing the most to keep us small, and I'm not the only one who notices. Everybody else who watches sees it, and they understand what's going on. My +4 to attempt to control the Silicon Valley badasses is to use that power in the form of judgment just to stop a magician from creating roadblocks and setbacks for me, because it really shows on both the limitations as well as the specific curated content that pops up relating to what we do. So my action in the form of this judgment card is to not be limited to what another person spends all their time and energy trying to set back or prevent regarding me. And that requires action from the other people around them to make that stop. As for my extra plot card, I'm going to keep the same Silicon Valley card and request my extra plot be this. I want to transfer the roadblocks that I've been having from whatever energy makes sure they can limit me to the energy of somebody else who gets more from doing less, but they also use their platform to cause problems for me. So let's do that. That's my second plot from this same card. I want to pin all of my current aggressors' energy, all their negative energy, onto somebody who is similar to them, but also chooses to bother me. So now they're at war with each other, and it makes me sleep a lot better at night knowing I don't got to worry about a cover I post only getting one view or something like that. So let's do that. Let's do the transfer of burdens and roadblocks and setbacks onto somebody who really does deserve it. Even though on the main channel, having 1,000 subscribers is not exactly small for me, considering I've only been at this for 4 months. More people know who I am, and I'm not getting what I deserve. Go back over what I said about my first plot regarding the Silicon Valley card and regarding my extra move as well. Let the controlling madman in the group take out all of their problems on somebody else who actually deserves to be limited for abusing the success they already have. And I'm not going to accept one view anymore for doing a good job on a cover. But if somebody insults me or anybody else gets 20K views for insulting me, I want to see their videos go from 20K views to 5 views. And even 5 views is being too generous. I mean, hey, you've made me put up with that kind of limitation ever since I got started. And now that I have 1,000 subscribers on the main channel, it just kind of makes the person, like the magician from Silicon Valley, look like a liar. The math ain't mathin', y'all. The math ain't mathin'. Do the okie dokie on an opportunist who doesn't have a skill. And I'm curious if this judgment pans out. If you see somebody with 500,000 subscribers get 5 views on a humiliation style upload, I guess I'll know my judgment worked regarding that. But let's move on to judgment card 3 now. Judgment card 3, fast food chains. Delicious. Gives +6 on any attempt to destroy a green group. Would you like fries with that? Nobody has any idea what's in those secret recipes, and when they find out, they forget again. The owner of this card can automatically hide 2 exposed plots on his turn. No action required. Order the fries, Earthling. Well, I really am an Earthling, despite some people choosing to talk about me or treat me like I'm less than human. However, I know exactly what is in those secret recipes, y'all, and I haven't forgotten. The secret recipe is judgment. Is judgment. Is judgment. The secret recipe is judgment. Yeah, I said it. I claim it. The secret recipe is judgment. I pulled the fast food chains card as my third judgment card. Not because I have a personal problem with any fast food chain at all, but because fast food chains are doing stupid shit. Being the social media manager for a successful business, which can be fun at first, but you're getting like an easy ride for a powerful opportunity to get a lot of money for. They abuse the power, and that's where my judgment card comes into play. Instead of ordering fries, I'll tell you what, here's how it's going to be. Now that I've used the fast food chains card as my third judgment card, I'm going to order a rune from my bag and see what comes out so that current energy of the fast food chains judgment can gain insight as well as me regarding what energy comes out, because we need a better perspective on fast food people who claim to be more successful than people like me, and then they go as far as to insult your intelligence for it. The way I see it, if you're serving food and making money, you're not hurting anybody and you're not bothering people, you're just serving your customers, you've got nothing to worry about regarding the ruin that comes out of the bag. But let's find out your judgment. Let's roll. Okay, again, we drew two runes again. Well, I don't know why we're doing doubles today. Does that mean double for your trouble? I'm going to put the definition of what they mean on the screen, and you all can let me know how you rock. We're going to move on to defense cards now. Defense card 1, Loch Ness Monster. I saw it. It was there. Call the papers. Call the National Guard. Sell my stocks. By using Nessie's action, you can cancel the action of any coastal place or add +4 power to any disaster aimed at such a place. Well, it's an interesting thing I'm pulling here as a defense card. Actually, I'm going to rock it as a +4 disaster situation. Here's why. I needed to defend myself from that boat sailing off into the sunset, and I don't have a crush on it or see it as a potential love interest. I just felt like I unfortunately needed to defend myself. How's the stock going, y'all? There's a new investment thing out now I heard about. And, investments have changed a lot since this game was originally created. And it's not just limited to being like stocks anymore. But yeah, as you can see, the boat is sinking after that Loch Ness monster comes soaring through the skipper's sailboat, cracking its foundation in half. And the boat is going to sink. That's inevitable. Since that lovely piece of real estate is gone now, I'm going to just take a minute to mourn that lovely piece of real estate. Rest in peace, real estate. It's lovely. Now that we've mourned it, you can see the boat sinking after the Loch Ness monster comes soaring through the skipper's sailboat. He cracked its foundation in half. It's sinking. The card says, sell my stocks. It almost invokes the emotion of being in either a state of panic or just being really irritated. I know, everybody. I'm taking a hit on the investment too, said the dark liquor salesman. It's unfortunate because I want to let my viewers know, I do have rights and I am worthy of human rights as a human being. But I was sorry to hear about the loss of your boat and that investment didn't work out for you. +4 power to the disaster, but since I felt I also had to defend myself in the first place, let's double up on that energy, and I'm going to give you double for your trouble. Since I needed to defend myself from that situation. Oh, I make music, by the way. What do you guys do? Because this ain't a dating service, a double for your trouble. I'm going to rip a solo. Let's move on to the next one, cuties. Next defense card. Whispering Campaign. This card requires an action from a media group. It gives plus 15 in any attack to destroy a personality, or plus 10 in any attack to destroy any other group. It cannot be used with assassinations or disasters. If a whispering campaign succeeds against a personality, he is considered destroyed but not dead, just permanently out of the public life. Thus, he cannot be returned to play by any means. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a defense card. Regarding the description, of course, I'm not going as far as to rock assassinations or disasters. I'm not like genuinely wishing an ending to somebody. What do you guys think I am, a psychopath? I wish I was, because then they could justify being psychopaths themselves, right? Ask any signature forging, life insurance claiming, inheritance stealing thief who puts their own people through humiliation rituals to maximize profits. They will all either tell you, I'm not a psycho, or they will say that I'm the psycho in order to change the subject of them being psychotic because of everything that I just mentioned. And I've done none of that because I'm not a loony. Anyways, regarding the card, the plus 15 to destroy a personality, I'm going to rock one specific person, okay? If you tried to destroy me more than twice and you leveled up off of talking shit on me, but you've also taken additional action to destroy me, not only do I play this as a defense card to hold you accountable and transfer that energy you sent my way to putting an ending to me, I'm going to give you double for your trouble as I use your attacks against me as a form of leverage. So while I also claim the additional plus 15 to completely destroy your personality, maybe you're going to start losing clout. I don't know. Maybe I'm sure people would tell me like what they felt I deserved inside of their heads, but it's really just spinning a narrative. And it's comfortable to accept narratives as well as believe liars and opportunists. If the whispering campaign succeeds, the humiliation ritual they receive from bothering me will be twice as bad. Twice as bad as what I got. Only I'm not wishing a literal grave for them because that is not my way. It's even written in the rules of the cards that you still deserve this breath of life no matter how dirty you did me. Regarding that chemtrail air Prince warned us about in the 90s, because Prince said in the 90s that when they started rocking those chemtrails in the air, it caused all the neighbors to start fighting with each other, and everybody's social behavior started changing due to the chemtrails. It wasn't that personality's fault that they lost their way, who's been attacking me. It was just the air they were breathing. It's causing a chemical reaction to their brains, so they felt entitled to causing problems for people, specifically in this case, me. I hope the Whisper campaign is a success. Double for your trouble when we combine that leverage with the chemical reaction to their brains. So they feel entitled to causing problems for people. I hope that Whisper campaign is a great success. Double for your trouble. And if you attack me more than twice, for example, you have that, which could equal anywhere from 15 to 100, depending on how much and how often you attacked, as well as the other 15 to the natural card. Because we're playing it as a defense. Like, it's all that power up and defense for me, but just the fact that you've done so much to attack me, it's like, it's a tactical card as well. Even as I play it in defense, it becomes a tactical card just because your own energy is coming back. The personality does the most to create problems. For me, it's like a wish fulfillment. Thank you, Shuffle. May your feathers not ruffle. Let's pull the last defense card and close out this episode. Defense card 3, Blinded by Science. If we knew what we were doing, it wouldn't be research. Control 6 science groups. This goal cannot be combined with other goals in any way. Okay, notice how it's in the reverse here? I'm not going to request a goal. It's a defense card in the reverse. Science is a good thing and can greatly benefit society. Science drives forward our future and the technologies that we create or come up with in a thriving economy. But what happens when it lives up to its description in this case, in this card? Since it's in the reverse, I'm just drawing the card and I'm not claiming to have any control over anything regarding this card. If it's a defense card in the reverse, it's just whatever weird science actions are being taken towards me are being returned to the sender. And that reversal symbolizes the tactical energies coming back to them, because it's not that I took action, it's that I drew it as a defense based on what they've done. And it's in the reverse. So have a good one, y'all. We're going to close out this episode of the fifth shuffle with Kimberly Epphones. Thank you for your honorable contributions. If you need help, like, I'll get you a walker so that I can escort you back to your car. Have a good one. Is my fedora too stylish? I can do like a he was a skater boy, I won't be seeing you later boy type thing instead. Looking fresh like that skater boy, right? Not seeing you later boy, but telling your sister she's a sexy bitch. I'll be seeing her later in that sexy black lace. She's a sexy gothic. Not only am I hating on her brother, but I'm actually banging her, and he's going to actually call me his bro whether he likes it or not. And I'm just going to siphon money out of him at her wedding because I'm going to bang his sister to punish him. Have a good one, y'all. Looking good in that sexy black lace.